On today's episode, I'm going to be working on restoring the front end of my car back to its former glory. We're going to be painting the front bumper, I'm going to be fixing the headlights probably, and I might have a little surprise to solve this carbon fiber hood problem. Welcome to another episode of Restoring My 350Z. Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Tyler, and I've been working on restoring my 350Z for about 4 months now. If you've been following along the build, I've done everything from bodywork to painting, fixing brakes and traction control systems, doing subframe bushings on the car, new brakes all around. Pretty much anything and everything you can think of, I've probably done to this car. Let's get on with this video where I'm going to be focusing on the front end of this car and trying to get it to look a little bit better than it did before. To get a couple bolts out here. Oh man, you guys magneted the thing again. Alright. I was taking this bumper off, and a really common problem is that they push through the plastic here. See how it's supposed to be? And this hardware right that goes up through here does that. So I'm gonna have to make another little plate like I did for the other side. That's like a makeshift. It's gonna be like this shape whenever I put it back on to act as a big washer. Let's get the other side off and get this sucker inside and get it ready for paint. Okay, gotta take the fender liner off this side because I actually put it on. And I forgot to on the other side. There's like a wedding venue right next to here, and I can hear everybody partying and drinking and having a good time. And I'm over here, and all I have is a half-eaten Subway sub and my willpower, my sheer willpower to get through this today. It's getting done. I will be so happy when this thing is one step closer to being all blue. It's gonna be worth it. I gotta keep telling myself that. Let's see if my makeshift sawhorses work. Perfect. All right, problem though. This thing is very moist right now. Now that I got it in here and on these stands, we gotta prep it for paint. So I gotta dry it off, I gotta scrub it off, and then I gotta hit it with some wax and tar remover. Then we're gonna scuff it, then hit it with wax and tar remover again to make sure all the sawdust particles that I generated when scuffing it are off. And make sure she's clean. Let's frickin' do this shit! It's gonna be blue, baby! It's gonna be blue! Woo! Right, I've been hitting this with this Bristol pad for about 45 minutes, probably by hand. If you can see, this bumper's been on the car for a hot minute. So on the bottom here, like right on these creases, it's got quite a few scuffs still. Like the bumper's definitely hit the ground a few times. Basically, it's no good. This bumper has been on the car for as long as I've had it unpainted, and as long as the previous owner had it, I don't know how long. So it's seen probably at least 10, 20,000 miles, who knows. In order to do this a little bit closer to right and get a slightly better result, and then I'm gonna go to Advanced Auto real quick, and I'm gonna grab some automotive filling primer that I can then coat this a few times with. I'm gonna do the whole bumper just to be done with it, and then I'm gonna hit it with this again to knock it all down nice and smooth. This is about the same as 600 grit sandpaper, and then I can finally start painting. But let's go to Advance. I gotta take the bike. Car doesn't have a bumper on it. I don't like driving around without a bumper. If you're like me and you tend to ignore the check engine light on your dash for a little longer than you should, then Topdon's got you covered with this Topdon Top Scan OBD2 bidirectional scanner. You just take it, plug it in under your dash, put your car in accessory mode, then after you plug it in, you open up your app and you start running a scan. So I had a couple O2 sensor codes, and then I had a NOx sensor code, which is a P0327, which means I have some maintenance I need to do, and without TopScan, I wouldn't have known that. TopScan can help you save thousands of dollars versus visiting a mechanic shop, because then you actually know what parts need to be replaced. So if you're looking for a small scanner that you can keep in your glove box that will read your codes and let you know what's wrong with your vehicle so that you can get the proper maintenance and the proper parts to fix the solution, check out the link below. Topdon is doing a sale during Amazon Prime Day, July 8th to July 11th, and you can get this for 35% off. Check it out, grab yourself one so that way you can diagnose your vehicle today. Now let's get back to the video. Paint booth. I bought this off an auction site for $100. It was missing one of these. So, let's see if it blows up. Did I get scammed or are we good? Now that that's rehooked back up, it's alive. It works! It works! There she is though. It's a 13 by 8 by 8, which is more than enough to do like hoods, bumpers, panels, which is exactly what I was looking for. I want to go inside now. Which side are you technically supposed to go in? Oh, the room for activities. This is going to be great for painting car parts. Good news, I got 4 coats down. Bad news, 4 coats wasn't enough. Whoops. So solution, since I'm just painting it right now and I just need to put like another coat or 2 on, I can stop where I'm at, come back another day, just recoat it a couple of times, and then wait like the hour or whatever to start clearing. So that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna rain the next 2 days, so I won't be able to do it in this paint booth again. So I have a decision to make, and whatever clip you guys see next will be either one sleep later or multiple sleeps later. So I randomly found this listing on Facebook for 2 350Z hoods that was a year old. I messaged the dude, still had them a year later, so I'm in the middle of painting the bumper right now. He said he's available tomorrow, and tomorrow is Saturday. So me and camera guy are gonna go drive 2 hours to go pick these up tomorrow morning. And guess what? He said I can have them for free, and he'd also seen the channel. This is pretty dang cool. The internet's an awesome place. And huge shout out to Nick for hooking me up with these things. Let's go check them out and see how good they are. If you know, you know. Got our breakfast sandwiches. And then trying these out, tangy and sweet. What do you think? You think it'll be good?
I hope so.
I hope so too. But now we gotta drive 2 hours.
Yay! What we gotta do coming back?
Yay!
Definitely aren't bad. Not bad at all.
Pretty good. Yeah, no, dude, is that the Nismo bumper on it?
Yeah. Yep.
That's sweet.
Yeah, this car's come a long way too.
Just like do my best to not get your house in the background.
That's whatever, it's my parents' house.
Yeah.
Yeah, this car, I bought it from a kid locally, he was 17.
So after driving 2 hours to come look at these hoods, we arrived at Nick's shop, and he actually had a Z that he manual swapped himself, and it's set up for drifting, and he let me do a little startup on it with the eBay exhaust he has. I think it sounds pretty good. And here's the 2 hoods that he has, and we're gonna load these up and be on our merry way. 2! We got 2, baby! We got 2! I'm so pumped. Huge shout out to Nick. Really awesome dude. He just had a bunch of Z parts laying around. These were sitting in his garage for like a year, and he said, dude, you can just have them for free if you come this weekend and pick them up. So we made the trip. They're back in here. I don't know if you can see them. But now we have every single piece to complete the Z. All right, let's check this sucker out. The black hood, I think it's unpainted or it was painted black. It has significantly more dents in it. Like there's a big one here, big one here. I'd show you, but it's underneath here and I don't really feel like moving it. But the silver one, she's a little better. It has like a section right here, from this point to here. And it's a little wavy on the edge. I think this one is salvageable. This will definitely put my bodywork skills to the test because this is aluminum. And when aluminum creases, it's kind of a problem. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're gonna figure it out. Might do this today, might not do this today. We're gonna finish painting the bumper. Let's get back to work then. And I probably made some mistakes here or there with the body filler primer, and there were a bunch of chips in it, obviously. Before that, I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it. Let's see how it looks tomorrow. All right, so here it is. It's kind of hard to see on this. This bumper wasn't in that great of a shape, and I think with the sandable primer, I might not have sanded it enough beforehand, and the roof leaks in there. So you see all these dots on it from the roof leak in water. They look like they just wipe off, so it'll probably come off when I'm wet sanding. This bumper was rough from it being on the car. I'm gonna wet sand it. I didn't want to wet sand it. I want to see if it looks halfway decent, and then we'll go from there. I've been driving around for 5 days without a bumper. Been driving around like that for 5 days. I did find out though that my oil cooler is being held on by one lone zip tie. I just put it in front of the car real quick because I wanted to see, but it definitely doesn't match. I mean, on the iPhone it looks kind of close, but in real life it's like a couple shades off. So I did wet sand it with 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and 3,000 on these sawhorses. I think I made a rookie mistake by doing it on the sawhorses and not on the car because I wasn't able to maintain even pressure consistently because it was flexing while on it. I buffed it on the sawhorses too. Then I proceeded to put it back on the car. I mentioned earlier that I would have to make another plate for underneath the hardware, which I did. Then put this sucker back on, and I even managed to find the front clips for the bumper insert on eBay for under $200, which was a pretty good come up. I wasn't happy at all with the wet sanding I did, so the next day I came back to the shop and I restarted all over again back down from 1,000 grit. It's a little dark out, but I'm feeling a little squirrely. I'm gonna do the hood with 2,000, 3,000 again and then buff it whenever I buff this. I think for the sake of time, I could polish this, but this is the second time doing it, and it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to the track in the morning to do some ride-alongs. I just kind of was doing the bumper, and I was like, you know what? This kind of needs a second life, so we'll give it a second life again. Third life, some would argue, if you've seen the other video. Let's see if I've gotten any better at this. It's kind of hard to see on camera. We did from there over. I think I'm getting a little better at this stuff. I didn't buff this half. So like right here would be a good line to see the difference. That's faded from the clear coat being bad. But I mean, over here looks pretty damn good, minus the clear coat being faded from before and it damaging the carbon. Well, that looks 10 times better than it did. We gotta do this now. I gotta do the bumper, and then I'm gonna finish the rest of this. And then I gotta figure out how to get that off my windshield. Bumper's a little off, and the paint's not perfect. There's some tiger striping. She's really coming along, guys. And I just rinsed it off because I got compound on the window. The water makes it look way better than it is, but technically the outside's done. I'll get some shots outside in the light tomorrow for you so you can see how off the bumper is and stuff. But I gave the headlights a quick buff by hand too, just to make them look a little nicer. I was going to use a Meguiar's kit on it. That's like the full wet sand, the whole nine. But it's midnight on July 3rd here, guys, and I want this video to be out Sunday. I don't think I'm going to put the side markers in like I wanted, and I'm not going to be able to wire those up. But I think for today, I'd call that pretty dang good, guys. If dude, she's back to normal minus the spoiler. The little kid in me would be stoked right now. But I can say I did it all myself. So if you're cool and you made it this far in the video, I forgot to film the outro. It was the holidays and I scratched my eye, so I had to go to a doctor. That's why I'm wearing my glasses. But I will have the montage of the car right now. And then I actually went to a track and did some ride-alongs, but I couldn't mount my camera inside. I didn't have the right stuff. But I did get some shots on my iPhone, so I'll throw that at the end of the video too, of just all the cool cars that were there. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'll see you in the next video. I'm here, Nelson Ledges Racetrack. Woo! I'm just spectating, co-driving, and brought my helmet. Just gonna get the feel for it, just hang out.
Yeah, the first one.
Really?
Yeah, they were like lower speed.
I literally can't get to the shifter because I'm so far over. Yeah. I'm gonna go in now. I just got 273 for oil. Yeah, just finish the hot lap and then do a cool down. So keep going? Yeah, keep finishing the hot lap. Do a cool down? Yep. Open now. And off.
By the way, here. This is so cool, dude. Beautiful car. The BMW is so cool. Figured out. I came very ill-prepared.
You didn't think it was gonna be this?
I didn't think I'd need to
shit.
actually hold on in the seat.
Oh no, that was a mistake. I could've
Yeah.
done that. Congrats, now we need a yellow flag session.